sitting here with Geoff Finney, who may look familiar to some of you Copious Love fans, as he's been in not one, not two, but now 3 Copious Love shows. So I'm just going to talk to him about his character in Cedar the Redwoods and get you some insight. So, Geoff, the only male in our cast, give us a line that your character Nigel says that kind of describes him as a person.
I think the best Nigel line that makes sense to me is, "I should have been there. I should have left weeks ago," which is something that he says with Cedar, and it's. I think that Nigel is one of those characters that he's one of those personalities that's part of her who encourages her and has always been there for her, being like her the first appearance of a voice in her life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you kind of touched on it briefly, but I said person, but really Nigel's just a subconscious part of Cedar. So give a little bit more insight on that role that he does play in her head.
Well, he's her best friend in that he's always kind of agreeing with her whenever she decides something sucks. It all of a sudden sucks, mm-hmm. But he's also tries to play the optimist. He's also, being the only being a male presence in her life, kind of brings that to her. Otherwise very feminine car, mm-hmm. For a lot of female voices. So
yeah,
definitely brings that male touch.
Definitely. So along with Nigel, you as well play a couple other characters. So tell us a little bit about those two.
Well, I'm also playing Don, who is Cedar's dad, and he's definitely a very calming presence in her life, and if ever there's a voice in her head that was telling her to breathe, it's Dawn. And also there is her Uncle Patrick, who is just the opposite, who is trying so hard to make her realize that she's just not worth it, and prodding her and taking out his own personal misery out on her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, there's a lot going on with Geoff in this show and everyone else, especially in Cedar's head. It's a crazy, crazy ride. So we hope you'll join us and come see the show. We're playing for 4 weekends, so there's several options. Thanks so much.